Google just released its new Nest Mini, and it's all about sound upgrades. But how does it stack up against last year's Echo Dot 3rd generation? Hello tech friends, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Craig. I like playing with new tech and seeing what it can do for us. If that sounds like something you're into, stick around. This is week 43 of my 2019 Echo series. So this year's Nest Mini, formerly known as the Google Home Mini, is all about sound and a hole in the back to wall mount it. Instead of using USB like the previous year's Mini did, they needed more power out of it. So this one actually uses a 15-watt power supply for the additional power needed for the improved sound. We're gonna compare their big sound update to last year's Echo Dot update. And last year, Amazon improved the sound of the Echo Dot with this 3rd generation. This was significantly better than previous generations. It is actually listenable now. The 3rd generation Dot went from this
when it comes to you, but I guess
to this.
You're curious, huh? So let me show you.
The 3rd generation Dot also sounded so much better than the original Google Home Mini. But has Google taken the lead from Amazon with better sound in a mini device? This is important to find out if you haven't decided if you want to go with Amazon Echoes or Google Home. Maybe you're thinking of making the switch from one to the other and sound is important in your mini speaker. But really, how important can sound be to you if these are your top choice for listening to music? Now, before any of you get all aggressive on your keyboards telling me I suck and this one sounds better or this one, for one, I do suck. But more importantly, know that I'm recording this using the mic that I'm recording this video with now. I put it on my camera and centered it between the devices. Now this may not be the most accurate way of doing it, but it is my way because it is my video. Plus sound is subjective and we all may hear different things and one may sound better to you than to me. Now let's hear Google's first attempt at a mini smart assistant speaker. Now you really probably can't tell which one I'm holding up because they look the same. So how much better does this really sound? The only way I'm able to tell them apart is the holes on the back, pretty much. This one actually does feel a little heavier. Now, let's listen to this.
Last night we had something. Tonight I'll be.
It lacks low end and is ear piercing. Now let's hear what Google's been able to accomplish in the 2nd generation device.
Don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. Reading old messages on my phone.
The sound is so much more balanced in the 2nd generation Nest Mini. We have something you can actually listen to music on. Not for you though, hardcore audiophiles. I can hear you judging with your sophisticated ears. It is still not good enough. And I understand. This is a little speaker. Next, let's look at the Echo Dot 3rd generation next to the Nest Mini. Both devices are set at 50% with the default EQ settings.
Listen, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like the just to keep your you think that strategy smart. Is to be close to you. Don't know how and what to do. You, I would love to time with you, baby.
After that first pass, the Echo 3rd generation still has more bass than the Nest Mini. To me, the Nest Mini doesn't sound like it has as much power at 50%, but the Nest Mini does have better high end. I think this doesn't have quite as crisp high end. I do think the Nest Mini lacks some of that mid-range that the Echo Dot has. So really that's gonna come down to preference. Next, let's look at them side by side with the Nest Mini's bass turned up to full and the volume at 60% to try to get the volume a little closer.
I'm so shy when it comes to you. Yes, you're curious, huh?
I have to mention, you're just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't want.
Here the bass is better, but I think the Echo Dot still wins at the lower end. The highs are crisp and clear on the Nest Mini, but that mid-range is still lacking to me. I would like a little more high-end out of this, but I do think the Nest Mini sound is definitely better this year from last year's device. The first generation was horrible, but the first generation and second generation of this Echo was pretty bad too. So I do like the improvements, but I have to give the win to Amazon. For me, it's a more balanced sound. It's at mid-range. The highs could get a little ear piercing on this. Definitely way better than it was. But like I said, sound is subjective, and you may prefer the Home Mini over this. I know there's a lot more than sound quality that will play a part in what device you go with. If you're into Google and you use a lot of their services, you'll probably want this Nest Mini. If you want a device that is more open to an Apple ecosystem, you don't use as many Google services, the Echo is probably the best choice for you. What are your thoughts on the Nest Mini upgrade? Let us know in the comments section. Make sure to check out this video over here if you want to see more head-to-head battles between these devices. There's a playlist over there too you could check out and see how they stack up to each other. If you like this video, you know what to do. Also subscribe, come on back, click that bell so YouTube will tell you about the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.